A 15 anni andai giù al mare e andai fuori per una ragazza. Un suo ex mi guardò male, come Rocky in piazza. Un passante ci riprese, con la voce non con la webcam. E solo io so quante ne ho prese, ma tutto questo era un calcio. Non era un gioco comunicare, prima che il Nokia fosse un super trend. Andavo in centro per chiamare, da una cabina come Superman. Per me Milano era come New York, ci sedili a ragioni di un tram. Ci torno adesso, rimpiango e penso che tutto questo era un calcio. Andava sempre così, per lunedì a venerdì. La stessa gente di in tasca niente, però era meglio di un film. Mike Tyson, Loud e James Hunt, Stallone al Coca-Cola. Mi guardo adesso, rimpiango e penso che tutto questo era un calcio. Era di moda andare a ballare, all'acqua fanno il cocorico. Musica alta in ogni locale, poche parole come Robocop. Il 50 top e le pennate, giovani folli come Peter Pan. Ci penso spesso.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, everybody. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Great to have you with us on 2K Sports. Tip-off coming up shortly from Smoothie King Center as the New Orleans Pelicans will be going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. For the Cavaliers, they've been looking forward to this game and have to be anxious to tip it off. They've been pretty tight-lipped about the game plan coming in, but very soon we'll find out what approach they're going to take.
The Mississippi River and the skyline of New Orleans, as beautiful as ever on this terrific night in the Big Easy. And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, LeBron James gives Coach Teron Lue credit for his even keep.
Thanks, David. That philosophy is what helped win Cleveland a title back in 2016. Always positive, always thinking ahead.
People feel that for the Pelicans, Anthony Davis is best at scoring off the assists, so player movement and ball movement. They love to create a free-flowing offensive style to help complement that part of his game.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. So on the floor for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the deadly forward pair. George here out there with Smith, and it's Thompson in at the 5. And here are the Cavaliers. James in the
Never get tired of LeBron James in the air doing wonderful things.
Hill against Rondo. He feeds it to Davis. Back to Rondo. Davis with a screen on Hill. Rondo passes to Davis. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
And really, that's a perfect screen and roll play that gets AD to look where he wanted it.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Here is Hill. He dishes it to Thompson. And Thompson slams it home.
Not easy to prevent Tristan Thompson from scoring in that position. Got to try to body him up.
And that replay is sponsored by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment, giving us an excellent perspective on the play. Outside Holiday. They set the screen. The feed to Cousins. Over Thompson. The kick out to Holiday. Off target from outside. Outside Hill. Pass to LeBron. Good. The assist goes to Hill. LeBron's got his second bucket of the game to go.
You got to do better than that, or at least try. LeBron James just too strong, and a little contact is not going to go a long way.
And stolen by James. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. LeBron kicks to Smith. The drive by James. He can't get it to go. Now New Orleans will take it the other way.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
LeBron takes on such a massive responsibility. Season after season and has just become so devoted to maintaining his health. That's the remarkable thing about his career. He just doesn't miss time with injuries. And if you've ever watched LeBron in the offseason, in between practices, in between games, the guy is a flat-out machine.
Good on the three-point shot. Smith's got himself on the board with 3 there.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Here's more. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And as a player, Brent, what are those things that you did and LeBron does to speed recovery?
Well, cheeseburgers didn't help Kevin, but his workout regime, in terms of what he does with the weight training, the yoga, the hyperbaric chambers in there to calm his body down, slow the blood flow, doing the things he does while at altitude, traveling on planes. I mean, it's quite fascinating. It sounds like science fiction, but the fact of the matter is LeBron James does it to play at this level every night.
The first one falls.
Moore, as an efficient scorer out here, plays well within himself on the offensive end.
Green, he's checked in for Cleveland. And so Moore nails both of them. And the Cavaliers last season bottom 3 in bench minutes and bench points.
Well, LeBron James said it himself. You remember mid-season last year, he made a comment about how the team could use one more playmaker, and if that was not prophetic with what happened to them in the NBA Finals, I don't know what is. There's a lot of extra pressure for the stars to carry the load, so they could be seeking a little bit more balance. I just don't ever want to take for granted the fact that LeBron James is simply one of the greatest basketball players that's ever played the game. Am I overstepping it? Not at all. He is just as complete as it gets.
Mirotic is checked in for Ejuan Moore. That one is no good. And when it's all said and done, Brent, do you think LeBron James goes down as the most versatile player in NBA history?
There's no doubt about it, Kevin. If you talk about a player that had the consistent dominance that LeBron James had in every facet of the game, from the moment he stepped into the NBA, it's been a remarkable run for him. And when he steps between those sidelines, there's really nothing that he cannot do.
And out of bounds it is. Last touch by Mirotic.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Hill, he's checked in for New Orleans. Ian Clark comes in for Rajon Rondo. Cleveland also making some changes. Nance, he's checked in for Love. Korver comes in for J.R. Smith. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Hill. Now Clarkson, 6 on the shot clock. To the middle. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Clark. Guarded by Korver. And that one's good by Clark. And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. They trail by 3. LeBron dishes to Nance. And stolen by Cousins. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
Pick up by Hill. Pass to Holiday. Cousins with a screen on Clarkson. 4 on the clock. Shoots from 14. And it's Hill. That's on the assist by Holiday. Hill's got his first bucket of the night.
That shot was all about Holiday and his ability to see the floor and the open man.
James. And James throws it down.
And slams it home and gets some camera time on the end of it.
He did. He spent a while up on that rim, didn't he? New Orleans leading by 3. Clark kicks to Mirotic. The dish to Cousins. Off target with his 3. Cavaliers have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Now here's Green. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Korver, good.
That's Korver's game right there. When that 3 ball is dropping, he is really, really dangerous, and it drops often.
Pick up by Hill, and Holiday kicks to Mirotic. Cousins with a screen for Mirotic. The shot by Holiday, no good. Cleveland's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. Lets the 3 fly. They grab their own miss. Feeds it to Clarkson. Stolen by Holiday. Shot from 12. Here's Mirotic. Nice work on the boards, paying off at the basket.
And another momentum shift. These teams going back and forth all night.
Yeah, which team's going to find some consistency first? Neither one can pull away.
And on his first quarter of play, we've seen plenty of offense so far. New Orleans on top, up 2. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from New Orleans. Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. Guys, what stands out to you from the Pelicans in this one? Well, each coach has his strengths and they've got weaknesses, but if you needed someone to draw up a play to get you one bucket out of a timeout, who are some of the names you turn to?
I think I'm going to turn to Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, possibly James Harden, because 2 points can happen after a free throw, right, Kev? So if I could get James Harden to the line, and then one LeBron James. That's not a bad list of guys to turn to if I need 2 points.
Absolutely. And then what coach would you have draw up that play?
If I don't say Pop, my life will cease to exist. I will say Greg Popovich in late game situations does a marvelous job. Not only, Kevin, of getting the ball to the guy that he wants potentially to get the game winner, but to have options and to make sure that that player sees those options in case something breaks down.
Holiday out there with Ian Clark. Then there's Mirotic. Then there's Darius Miller. And it's Diallo in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for LeBron.
It's strange to see that this Cavs team, after facing the Warriors, one of the most elite shooting teams themselves. Their three-point shooting percentage up to about 38% last season. That was second best in the NBA. They also had the second most attempts in the league behind the Rockets.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Well, it's like Thanksgiving out there, carving out space off the screen. Just couldn't complete the play.
Shoots a fader. No good there.
And forcing the miss there. He just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
Offensive rebound. Diallo. Good D by Thompson. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Clarkson. Cleveland moving the ball around. Here's Nance. Up and in on the layup. Nance has got the lead up to 2 now for Cleveland. And for the Cavaliers, 40% of their field goal attempts coming from long range last season. And a huge part of their offense.
Well, 25 made threes in a single game against the Hawks last year was an NBA record. Not Golden State. Cleveland had that record. So it's one of the many ones that they set as a prolific three-point shooting team. And interesting because their matchups with the Golden State Warriors, as being the great shooting team that they are, that the Cavs shot more last year.
Nance a screen. Clarkson kicks to Thompson. 6 to shoot. Jeff Green on the wing. Out of bounds. New Orleans will take possession.
Yeah, that's a disappointing sequence of plays. Absolutely inexcusable turning the ball over like that.
Some changes for New Orleans. Davis is checked in for Mirotic. Etuan Moore comes in for Ian Clark. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Drew Holiday. Then for the Cavaliers, Love's checked in for Nance. Smith comes in for Kyle Korver. And it's Hill in for Clarkson.
A lot of people feel like Moore has natural point guard ability, so I like to see him find the open man.
Hill against Rondo. And the Pacers trading away the coveted George Hill. Going into last season, they wanted more of a passer at the point guard position.
And that's the one thing about Hill. He's more of a combo guard than a true point. He keeps his turnovers low. But as far as creating a ton of shots for his teammates, that's not really his game. Yeah, and the Pelicans, after making the playoffs in 2015, had some high expectations with superstar Anthony Davis, but last year was a bit of a disappointment, and it forced them to kind of pull the trigger and go out and land DeMarcus Cousins. So their fortunes now, I think, are going to be held by those two anchors on the front line.
We'll pass to Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
Justin Thompson with some force on that one.
For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Moore passes to Rondo. Diallo kicks to Rondo. Davis with a screen on Hill. Rondo dishes to Davis, and it's slammed in by Davis.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there.
Sure.
Greg, what would you say is the key for the Pelicans to get back in the playoff mix?
There's several. I think rebounding was a big problem. The trade for Cousins should help in that area. And every team needs more shooting. But I think in particular, this group does. And then first and foremost, look, you got to stay healthy. Hard to figure out what you have when you never get a chance to see it.
Yep, it goes in, and the Pelican lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Hill. Outside Rondo. On the wing, Davis. There's a screen over Love. And again, it's Anthony Davis. Davis has got 6 in the quarter.
You can't slow AD down when he's hitting that shot.
Green against him. The kick out to Hill. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Davis sets a screen. And here's Moore outside. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
It's deflected. Love against Davis, and it's Miller in the corner. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The Cavaliers trail by 9. Hill kicks to Smith. 29 seconds left in the second quarter. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Well, Smith's getting physical down there on the block, playing some bully ball down there low.
The Cavaliers have made 2 and missed 2 at the line tonight. Some changes for New Orleans. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Diallo, and it's Hill in for Miller. And then for Cleveland, LeBron comes in for Tristan Thompson, and it's Korver in for Green. Hill against Rondo. Kicks to Davis. Moore passes to Cousins. Great D that time from Love. And that one is off. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Alvin Gentry. Coach, you're leading at the half. What will you continue to emphasize to your team?
Well, I mean, defensively, we still have to be good. We got to rebound the basketball. And then we've got to continue to push the basketball and score offensively.
We'll see if you can keep that going in the second half, Coach. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here. A competitive matchup for New Orleans in the first quarter. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead. They gathered some serious momentum in the second quarter, and as well as they played, it's a little bit of a surprise that their lead isn't more than 7 points here at the half. What did you think, Shaq, about New Orleans?
I don't think anyone expected to see such numbers from the bench. You know, I'm impressed. It was what they needed, the jolt they needed, Ernie. Wow, I never knew their bench. As a matter of fact, I don't even know any of their players coming off the bench.
And that wraps up halftime.
the second half about to start up and begin any moment. Anthony Davis really making a difference here.
Yeah, good.
James with it, checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Inside, we got the tenacious Love and Thompson. Smith is the 2 with LeBron at the 3. And it's Hill in at point guard. And the Pelicans' 2017 first-round pick went to the Kings as part of the DeMarcus Cousins trade. Brent, how does this team find help along the perimeter?
A lot of this comes down to the Pelicans and scouting not only the NBA and the college ranks, but maybe the international ranks to try to find some guys to come in and be not only 3 and D players, but also good cohesive players to play alongside what DeMarcus Cousins can do and what Anthony Davis provides.
Free throw drops for James.
Well, still, Kevin, sitting here courtside with you in that fine suit, it gets me excited that I have another chance to watch one of the greatest players to play in the NBA. LeBron James continues to dominate.
Here's Davis. It's the front of the rim and out.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Here's LeBron, and the rejection by Cousins.
Well, offensively, you better respect the reach of DeMarcus Cousins. Terrific getting a hand on that one and swatting it away.
And when you look at the Pelicans, you got to expect for them to be one of the top defensive in the league.
Over Thompson. And the shot no good, a bit short. Andrew Holiday at 6'4", great size for the point guard position.
And his height enables him to cover shooting guards. At the same time, he does a great job of keeping smaller players in front of him.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Rondo kicks to Cousins. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And the Pelicans making a change. Mirotic is checked in. Nancy's checked in for Cleveland. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Hill. It's good off the back rim and in. Cousins has got 9.
Well, it took 4. They finally got one to go. Still, they need to connect on more opportunities to get this quarter going.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Right now, Brent, so much ball movement is perimeter based, but as defenses have adjusted, do you think we'll see more offense run through the post again like we did before?
I think what we're seeing, Kevin, is that post-up play is being redefined by more guards, more guys who draw attention down there on the block. And that's the way these shifts are happening. The offense right now in today's NBA is so far ahead of what defensive concepts have taught you for years that the post-up game, it'll be a few years before we get back to dynamic post-play.
I find that comment you just made fascinating, that it's that much advanced over the defense.
Yeah, because think about it, Kevin. For years and years, you've had coaching staffs and film guys talking to you about the basic qualities of a defense, and that is rim runs for the big, getting back into the paint, and building your defense out. You do that today, you're at a disadvantage almost every possession.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Pelicans have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. And the first one at the line is good.
And there's no denying that Rondo is a wizard with the ball. Exceptional at exploiting holes in the defense.
Clark, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. And Cleveland also making a change. Jeff Green is checked in for Tristan Thompson. Nance a screen. Some dishes to Green. It's stolen by Davis. Mirotic has a wide open look. Clark kicks to Rondo. Here's Cousins. From outside, off the mark. Cleveland leading by 3. In the corner, Smith with it. Jeff Green on the wing. From the arc. Mirotic grabs the miss. The Pelicans shooting in this game 45%. Three-pointer. The Cavaliers pull it in. Nance has got his third rebound on the night. Green, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. It's going to go on Nikola Mirotic. And the Cavs' big 3 completed with the trade of #1 overall pick Andrew Wiggins to Minnesota for Kevin Love. Brent, if they had to do it all over again, you still think they make that trade?
Absolutely, Kevin. They brought a championship to Cleveland, a drought of 54 years, and Kevin Love was a big reason why they got to the top of the mountain. So I would absolutely make that trade.
Solomon Hill, he's checked in for New Orleans. Ejuan Moore comes in for Ian Clark. Count that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut down now to just 2 on the basket for Mirotic.
Some guys just take pride in how they set screens. It might seem like a small part of the game, as you saw. I love LeBron being shifty on that play. Outstanding at going right to the rack with that size, strength, and speed.
That was a terrific replay brought to you by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Rondo against Smith. Jumper off the screen, and he gets that one to go off the front iron.
If he's one thing, he's efficient in the paint. Rondo really good with the positioning there close to the basket.
Smith against Rondo from 11 feet away. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Korver against Moore. Cousins with a screen for Hill. Shot clock at 5. Rondo with the ball. Now Smith defending.
I like the defensive effort. They did a good job altering the mid-range shot and then making the shooter feel a bit uneasy.
And James gets it to go.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Cousins with a screen on Korver. Screen by Cousins. They set the pick. Moore. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Moore's got 7.
Good touch on the inside from Ejuan Moore. Never bashful about taking it right to the defense.
Smith against Rondo. Smith slides in, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
The Cavaliers have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. First free throw is good.
J.R. Smith is a straight gunner. He's just a guy who wants to shoot every time he touches the ball.
For the Cavaliers, Love check in for Nance. And George Hills subbed in for James. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Cousins, and then Cousins with the dunk.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And here is Hill. He's got 5. On the wing, Korver. Here's the 3. No good on that last second attempt there. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Cleveland. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a moment ago, inside the huddle with head coach Alvin Gentry.
Guys, we got to be more solid, okay? We got to be more solid.
And thanks for joining us again as the 4th quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. The Pelicans trail. They've got Ejuan Moore. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Mirotic. Then it's Holiday. And it's Rondo in at the 5. It's the Pelicans 5. Dishes to Cousins. And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here.
Playing with lots of energy here, trying to cause turnovers.
Yeah, even though he doesn't come up with the steal, that kind of deflection will disrupt the rhythm of this offensive possession.
And it's Rondo in the corner. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Cavaliers shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Thompson outside. It's a pick by Love. Takes it from 10. And it's off the back rim. No good. Well for New Orleans, shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. And Moore kicks to Rondo. To take the lead. Korver with the defensive effort.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you could just see the frustration.
Yeah, when your shot's in the fridge like this, it's easy to lose your confidence, and that's why some of the most prolific scorers, they have short-term memories. Well, with Tristan's motor and that kind of reach, great job on finishing off the alley-oop.
Pelicans trail by 4. Rondo kicks to Moore. Mirotic the screen. Cousins with it. Picked up by Thompson. Sinks the three-pointer.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
The screen from Thompson. Hill up top. He's covered by Rondo. The drive by Hill, and he uses the glass on the layup.
A fantastic awareness, finishing with ease at the rim, and the defense was just not a factor.
Mirotic the screen. Here's Moore. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Etuan Moore doesn't get a lot of open touches, but when he does, he's got to be prepared to shoot. So let's that one go quickly.
Hill kicks to Thompson. It's Hill on the wing. He's covered by Rondo. Hill passes to Green. Kicks it out to Love. No good on the triple. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Holiday with the three. Not going to go that time. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Korver dishes to Green. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Fantastic pass from Korver there to a teammate who is left all alone, seeing the court well.
And the New Orleans Pelicans last season with one of the worst offensive rebounding percentages in history.
Yeah, I mean, it improved somewhat with DeMarcus Cousins coming in. But I think really it's the team's philosophy, though. They value getting back in transition more than they value a chance to attack that offensive glass.
Rondo kicks to Davis. Over Love. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Just like to see the defensive effort get better for their ball club. They can't expect guys to miss the mid-range Jays every time.
Hill passes to Thompson. And Davis sends it back.
Love that D from Davis. Rises up and swats that shot away.
Again, Holiday missing.
Yeah, this has been a night where you could look at his shooting and his performance, and it's affected the team. That's the bottom line.
LeBron, no good.
Wonderful defense, staying active around the rim and then really putting the shooter in a tough spot.
And he completely threw the timing off on that jumper. That is how you D up.
Playing with tremendous aggressiveness without fouling. That's an excellent job.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That is his first foul of the game. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Smith is checked in. Pelicans trail by 4. Rondo with the ball. He's picked up by LeBron. And Moore kicks to Cousins. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
And how about Cousins stepping up? A little leadership role here down the stretch.
Holiday against Smith. Kicks it out to Love. Smith outside. Love with the screen for Smith. Passes it to Hill. Here's Thompson. The bucket is good, and then a chance for one more. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
Tristan not worrying in the least about the defense that time, just powering through.
Thompson no good on the free throw. The kick out to Hill. Second chance shot. And it's good on the way in. Now it's a 6-point Cavalier lead.
This is where you want the shots to come from, deep inside the paint and high percentage opportunities.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're trailing by 6. 1:27 left to play here in the fourth. Presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And the shooting percentage, how about all the way in the 60s, shows how deadly he could be when he's feeling it. And as locked in as he was, they were trying to feed him as much as possible. But he never got out of control. He kept his head and just stayed patient.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Nance is checked in for Thompson. Korver comes in for Smith. And it's Clarkson in for Hill. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey guys, I got a chance to find out what Alvin Gentry talked about with his players. And even though they're down, he was confident. He said, look guys, I've got all the confidence in the world in you. We've been down this road before. You know what we need to do. Kevin, let's see if they can overcome this deficit.
Thank you, David. LeBron kicks to Korver. A second chance effort. It's in!
Well, LeBron James lives for the big moment. Another one there.
The Pelicans have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Davis kicks to Cousins. A shot off that time. Nance with some nice D. The drive by Love. Here's Clarkson. Uses both hands to slam it down.
And with time becoming a factor, that may do it, guys.
Well, leads are not given. They are earned. Playing with desire and attention to detail all night.
And it's Davis missing.
And something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Well, being aggressive is one thing, but aggression with control is another. And you need both elements working together.
And saving their best for last. Tremendous run here to seal the win.
And you could just see everything coming together like a perfect storm, and they just rolled on through.
That free throw good from Kevin Love.
So important to just stay poised, go through your routine. He did a good job there of just keeping his composure and putting those two away.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're trailing by 10. 27 seconds left in the game. Three-second difference between shot clock and game clock. The putback, it's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback. And unfortunately, it's time for them to say night-night.
Well, you'd like to have a rewind button and get a couple plays back, but impossible at this point. Need better execution at times.
Crawford, no luck. LeBron James on the wing. And finished off by LeBron.
Yeah, with this lead, that's probably going to do it. Fans heading for the exits.
The team came in fired up from the opening tip to see the focus, ready to do battle.
And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. LeBron, what was the defensive focus individually and as a team, and how do you think you guys executed it?
It's a tough team to guard off the bounce. They're so athletic, they're so quick, but it's a good job by all of us defensively, and it's always good to get a win on the road.
Road wins do tend to be more precious. Thanks, LeBron. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long.